She's wearing rainbows today. Nice shirt, baby. Oh, we don't have time for this. All right.
Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to our channel. This week, Tessa is 37 weeks pregnant and 2 days exactly. We missed updating you on her 36 weeks just because life got a little bit busy. We had some family in town and stuff like that. And there wasn't too much going on around her 36-week doctor's appointment. So if you want to see baby's room, stick around to the end of this video and Tessa is going to show it to you herself. Let's go ahead and pull up the Ovia app and check out what it's got going on for us at 37 weeks. Okay, the size of baby this week is a skunk. Wow. Okay. Stinky, but cute and definitely big. That is crazy. I know I say this every week, but he is feeling bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger as each week goes on. He also is the size of a honeydew melon. I like this comparison a little bit better because honeydews are sweet and delicious and skunks are stinky and not delicious. Let's go to bakery. I don't know what this is. A buttery cookie? Let's look at the hands and feet. Holy crap, you guys. Okay. They're almost to the edge of the diagram. Can you see that? Put my finger in there. It's like he's holding my hand. And there's the foot. Let's take a look and see if this has anything to say that's important. Oh, it talks about preparing your partner for delivery. You'd think that you'd get a free pass on responsibility for the next few weeks, but unless you want your partner to faint in the maternity ward, there are some things you should let them know about labor before you get there. Oh yeah, so I was not always like this, but I do get queasy around like gross visual things and smells. I'm just like very sensitive to those kinds of things, and I think I actually got that from my dad. And when I was younger, I didn't understand. Now I am, so I get it now. Sorry, Dad. Depending on whether your partner prepares for things with research or if they're more of a wing it type, they may or may not already have an idea of what to expect from your labor. And if they're the queasy type, what did I just say? If they're the queasy type, winging it might not be the way to go, okay. If you're not sure how to make sure and your partner are on the same page before the big day, there are a few different strategies for making sure they're as prepared as possible before it's time to rush to the hospital or birthing center. Take them to childbirth classes. Talk to them about the signs of early labor. Know how to time contractions. Know when to go to the hospital. Talk to them what their role will be during delivery. I have asked Tessa kind of what she's gonna want me to be doing during everything, but I'm gonna definitely talk to her about that again and make sure that I can be there for her in the way that she actually wants me to be there for her, not in the way that I think that she wants me to be there for her, because that can sometimes be two different things. Make sure you're both prepared for the not so beautiful parts of labor. Okie dokie. Some women vomit or defecate during labor, for example, and after delivering the baby, your little one might be wrinkly and covered in goop. And don't forget, you have to deliver the placenta too. Yeah, all that is gonna be challenging for me. I have to leave the bathroom when Tessa is brushing her tongue and gags. I don't know where along the line I got so sensitive to those kinds of things, but my plan so far is to bring all of the things that help me with nausea and anxiety myself. So I will be bringing my most treasured essential oils that I use anytime I'm anxious, and it's a blend that I really love, and I can list the brand of that in the description below. And another thing I'll be bringing is CBD, which I use for anxiety, and I'll be bringing that in capsule form so that I can take it as I need it. And I also have this little bracelet, actually, not this is a hairband, but I have this little bracelet that pushes on a pressure point here that is really good for helping with nausea, so I'll probably be wearing that. And I also feel like it can help with anxiety as well. You can use that pressure point at any time, but the bracelet allows you to be putting pressure on it and you still are hands-free, because you can just take your own hand and do this and you'll eventually start feeling better. If you're sick to your stomach, it helps a lot. It really does. If you've never tried it, give it a go. But the bracelet just helps it kind of be a hands-free thing, so I can still be available. I'll be fasting. I already told Tessa that I'll be fasting for the delivery, and she'll probably be fasting too, so we'll just be in it together, in it to win it, you know? Today, actually, in a few hours, we have our 37-week doctor's appointment, so we've moved now to the weekly doctor's appointments. We had one last week, and we will have one this week, and we'll have one the following and the following. Last week they swabbed her to check for like the strep virus, and we get the results back from that test today. This week I'm not really sure what they're checking, but we go back every week now because really, realistically, he could come at any time, and they just want to prepare us for labor and delivery as much as they possibly can. Tessa's finally on her maternity leave, which is really wonderful. She's been on it now this is going on her second week, so it is Wednesday, so she's been off of work now for a week and a half, and I think that she's really enjoyed it. She's been able to rest a lot more, even though she's still feeling tired, but she's also been able to get a lot more done at home, which is really nice, and just kind of do what she would like to do and not what she has to do. So I think it's been really wonderful for her and for the whole nesting process, and being able to just feel more prepared than you would be able to feel if you were still working full-time up until the point that you gave birth. And I'm really glad that she's able to have this leave. The past week has been really stressful for me school-wise because I've had a few pretty big projects to work on, and I'm just feeling really tired. And even when I'm like sleeping through the night, I still am waking up feeling really tired, and it worries me a little bit because I just know like once he's here, that's not gonna get any better. So, you know, balancing graduate school and getting married last November and becoming a new parent and having a pregnant wife and all that stuff, it's just a lot. It's a lot to balance, but I feel like we're doing a pretty good job about it. We have our moments, obviously, where we just feel like the world is crashing down on us, but other than that, I really feel like we're doing a great job and we're in this together. So we're gonna head off to the doctor's appointment here in a few minutes. When we get back from the doctor's appointment, Tessa's gonna show you baby's room, and hopefully we'll come together and talk about how the appointment went today together, because I always like when we can get into a video together. We'll update you after the doctor's appointment, and we'll use movie magic to fast forward to that moment here. We'll see you in 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Ew, you're in my dirty foot.
Trust me.
It doesn't
I know.
smell, so don't pretend like it smells.
Here we are now in baby's room after the doctor's appointment and a buttload of other errands too. Now we're tired, but after this, Tessa is making me go get pedicures with her, which...
Making you go get.
Yeah. She wants to get
You
one.
volunteered that you would get one too. You said, I'll get one with you.
No, she said
You might feel nice.
She said she wanted to get one and said it would be nice if I would go with her, and I said no at first, and then I said, okay, I guess I'll go with you. So we're leaving here in just a few minutes to go do that, but I wanted to obviously bring Tessa into the video finally again and have her tell you what happened on the doctor's appointment today and what the plan is from here on out for the doctor's appointments. And at the end of this video, she's gonna give you a brief tour of baby's room because you can't see everything from where you are right now. So what happened at the appointment today?
Usually you're the one
Yeah, well, it's your
says
turn.
updates. Well, today was our 37-week appointment, but I'm 37 weeks and 3 days tomorrow. So I count today as almost being over, so we can say 37 and 3. It was just a standard appointment. We went in, they took blood pressure. Blood pressure is still creeping up, climbing each appointment, so he did a little extra evaluation today and took a little bit more time on me and is drawing blood to check my liver and kidney functions, just in case, because he said he can't predict anything, but usually this happens and people develop preeclampsia. He just wants to stay ahead of it and make sure that that's not happening. But there's no protein in my urine, which is good, and no other things. He said right now, technically, I don't meet the criteria to have preeclampsia, but that a lot of times this is like what happens. It starts to climb each time and then can develop. So
He took more time with her today than he ever has in an appointment before, and he personally took her blood pressure today, which is something he's never done. And he just kind of kept asking her, so you're not in any pain and you're not feeling incredibly terrible and you're not having headaches that don't go away and all this stuff. So I think that he was just making sure that she truly wasn't fitting the preeclampsia criteria.
yeah, because if you have preeclampsia, the next thing they talk is delivery, because that's the only thing that helps it. So, and he just wanted to really make sure before he let me leave that I was feeling okay today.
Yeah, we actually did a lot today compared to what we have been doing, but maybe it's because you were kind of like resting, like yesterday you were resting and stuff. It's been very important, as I've mentioned in previous videos, for her to like be able to rest and take breaks and stuff. And I mentioned at the beginning of this video when you started your maternity leave that you've been on it now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more. I just feel better and I'm more able to do other things because I'm not exhausted.
Yeah, like finishing baby's room and stuff, but actually you did that while
I did that
you were
before
working still.
maternity leave.
Yeah. And then after, is there anything else you want to say about the doctor's appointment? We have our follow-up appointment actually on Monday, so it's less than a week away, which is comforting.
Yeah. I mean, I see him once a week now, but our appointment's on Monday instead of Wednesday, so less than a week. And the blood results should be back by Friday, and we should know, so.
Yeah. So it's kind of like either the blood results will show us something having to do with preeclampsia, or we're just still kind of paying attention to our blood pressure.
Yeah, because if you have high blood pressure, they can induce sometimes, but they usually just try to monitor it. But if you have preeclampsia, then you have to deliver, so.
Yeah. Something else I was going to say about the appointment now.
And next week starts pelvic exams.
That, and what I was going to say is about the strep test.
Oh yeah, and my group B strep was negative, which is really good because I didn't want to be on a drip antibiotic the whole time I was in labor, so.
Yeah.
It's negative. I'm pumped, oddly enough, for pelvic exams. Just because, I mean, you know, if you've had babies, you just want to know what's going on. You want to know, like, you're curious. All this pain that I've been feeling and stuff, am I dilated? So we'll know on Monday.
People keep telling us that they think that he could be here in the teens of April.
I think so.
More
Or
than
before.
people are saying, like, oh yeah, he'll come on his due date or later or something like that. So people, especially Tessa,
Might just be wishful thinking.
yeah, that's kind of what I feel. Like, I feel like you're ready to be done, so you're like, come on.
Yeah, but he can cook as long as he needs to.
Oh, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Regardless of him coming before or on his due date, if he came on his due date, we're only 18 days away from that due date. So that's not really a lot of time left anyway. 18 days. And now you can kind of just do whatever you want to do for the rest of your pregnancy, which is really cool. So what Tessa was mentioning to you earlier is that we ran other errands after the doctor's appointment, and we went and returned some things that we got as gifts so that we could get things that we needed that were more appropriate to suit our needs, and got another car seat base for the cars. So now we have 2 of these just to be proactive, probably.
Well, yeah, because it's easy to switch the car seat in and out, but once you have a base installed properly, it's really hard to install and uninstall. And honestly, it's safer.
So we did that, and then we went to Costco. Basically, we are preparing for
Felt like a
to like
doomsday
hunker
prepping.
down. Yeah, it did feel like a doomsday prepping. We were getting like
Doomsday.
not survival food, but we were getting things like to put in the freezer. And that's actually another thing that we just got. We got like a 3 cubic foot freezer so that we can freeze milk and freeze food and stuff. So it's like just easier for us to pop things out and microwave it.
Yeah, because we have an old school fridge, so we have a freezer that's like this big on the top of our fridge.
So we didn't have a lot of room for a lot of extra stuff. So we went and we got a bunch of nice food and snacks that we can eat and like depend on for the first few weeks there. So we don't have to cook and clean as much. Now we're about to go get pedicures.
Camera in public.
Did you know baby's the size of a skunk this week?
Also the size of a honeydew melon.
Yes.
Those things are so weird sometimes. They're just all over the place. Like a honeydew melon is only like this big, whereas a skunk is like huge. And then it's just so broad. Like they say right now he can weigh anywhere from 6 to 9 pounds. That's a huge
Big
variation.
Big difference. Yeah. Pretty big difference.
And that they can be, I think they said like around 18 to 20 inches long.
Yeah.
But the weight is just a huge, like, you never know.
Well, we're gonna be off to the pedicures then, and they better not cut off all my calluses because I need those. To do before and after of our feet.
No.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. Anything else you want to say? No? Okay.
No. There's a couple of things in this room that are not going to be in here after he's here. So like our pack and play and our stroller and stuff. So those are not part of the decor.
Of course.
And my hospital bag behind us.
His room is also like functioning as a temporary storage for him. More stuff comes in, more boxes are in the way. It's just, you do what you can. You have...
The only thing that's out though is the stroller and I'll have to do a video of my hospital bag.
Yeah.
What I packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we're off to get pedicures now. We're gonna take you along with us, so we'll see you there. And if you want to see the rest of his room in this video, just stick around for the end. How was your nails?
Very good.
They wouldn't let us film in there, but can't see them. But she got blue.
Blue. Baby blue.
Baby blue. And a 3, a 2, a 1. See ya. But there are really cute things that I just keep wanting to like pick them up and show because they're really cute, and the way that Tessa has them set up is really cute too.